We are at the European Parliament for the third Healthy Buildings Day to promote the quality of European housing. Buildings account for almost 40% of the total energy consumption in Europe. We as modern people spend more than 90% of our time inside buildings. They have a huge impact on productivity, on our well-being, on our health. If we don't take care to provide good conditions, we will have less value out of our buildings in Europe.
Since so much energy is consumed in buildings, clearly we have to take this into account when discussing overall energy priorities, energy strategies and creating energy union. And when discussing buildings and discussing the rate of renovation, etc., as we do right now, then you also have to factor in health issues.
It's not enough to just insulate your houses. Then you will fight with damp, you will fight with moldy houses, and that create asthma, that's create a lot of diseases. So that's why it's important when we make renovation of buildings that we do that very effective and at the same time secure people for a healthy and better living.
The contribution that we gave at Ecofys was a study, new research about the actual statistical link that we can see in the Eurostat's survey on income and living conditions between housing conditions and the health of people. And from that we could see that in fact the share of people who report poor health is much higher in damp buildings, for example, than in buildings where we do not have this problem.
Improving the building, especially the ventilation system, to have a proper design, clean and properly installed ventilation system would save to have risk health attack for patients with chronic respiratory diseases. That's why we would like to see the directive to be amended to have an indoor air quality certificate performance.
There are effects, there are implications, there are consequences of living in buildings that aren't renovated to the extent that they ought to be. And these effects seems to be quite serious and therefore we have to take these factors into consideration when discussing, for example, energy efficiency and buildings directives, as we do right now in European Parliament.
With the directive, we would like to see focus on the huge amount of European housing that is not up to standard, that is damp, that are dark, which creates living conditions that are substandard for the people of Europe.
If we do a good reform right now, we will have the possibility really to tackle the goals that we have in the Paris Agreement. If we don't do that, I think that we can just wait the worst. So let's act right now. We have the possibility to do that. We have a good legal framework to do that, and I think that the European Parliament has the role to play in that.